I'm sitting here with, she's a woman. Her name is Melissa McCarthy.
No.
Carol McCarthy.
Carol McCarthy here.
And she has you've been in, there's a movie called you are a baker, but you were in a movie called The Boss, which is on digital and Blu-ray on Tuesday. And on Tuesday I get my period.
That's why we released it on Tuesday.
And she's in a movie called Ghostbusters, which is in theaters now. Do you say theaters or do you say theaters? Yeah. It's in theaters now.
If you're interesting like I am, I say teatros.
If you're from the panhandle of Texas. I am a boss, and she's another boss lady, so we're going to answer questions about being a boss bitch in the workplace.
Good luck.
Have you ever had a job, like a real job?
Yeah, yes.
Doing what?
Lots of. I was a barista at Starbucks. I shucked oysters.
Anyway, what's the first question?
A real terrible job.
Stacy.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, glasses.
Hi, Carol. Stacy Rasaka said, shared workspace, cologne or no cologne?
I love that. Go over to you.
I say, well, first of all, it depends on if you have good taste or not, and if you can do moderation. I say no, because I've been stuck in cabs with a lot of perfume, and I don't enjoy
That's
it.
not perfume.
Well, body oil perfume.
Body odor.
Well, I meant natural oils. Right
Yeah.
from the skin, right from the pore.
That's body odor. Natural
Body.
oils that create themselves in your body skin is odor.
Okay, then I'm against that. I douse myself though.
Okay. Lolly Morrison said, is it acceptable...
What's the names of these?
Lolly.
Lolly. Yeah, it's like Molly, but with an L.
Lolly.
Lolly Morrison. Is it acceptable to clip your fingernails at your desk? My nails are thick and have been known to take flight.
Here's my answer. What the fuck do you think?
Do you want what's the answer you want, Lolly? And change your name back to Molly, because we know it's not actually Lolly.
Lolly.
Don't show people you have thick nails.
No, and don't talk. Well, these questions are so stupid. Obviously, you shouldn't be clipping your fucking nails at work.
It
Where
also
are you?
makes me think you have old man toenails coming out of your digits, your hand digits, and I don't like the visual of that.
She's clipping her toenails at work?
No, but when you hear thick nail, I go right to a visual of an old man's toenail.
I think of that Winona Ryder movie where there was chicken underneath it with Angelina Jolie. And they
girl
hid the
interrupted. What does that have to do with toenails?
Feels like somebody would clip their toenails in that movie. You know?
It's a deleted scene.
All right, well, maybe this would be a better question. Dustin Shea said, what's the hardest thing you've had to tell a man who reported to you?
Change your personality. Who reports to you? Your husband kind of reports to you, right?
Not really.
He
Not
should be.
reports to me.
He reports to me.
That may actually be true. I don't know that I've ever reports to me. I don't know. That's a little.
Have you ever had to fire a man?
Yes. Yes. It's never pleasant. Not because they're a man. It's just not. It's not a real kick to ever be like, it's maybe not a great fit.
Yeah,
Which
I've
is
never
a
actually thought about the dynamic. Anyway, we're getting off topic. I mean, that's more for the director's cut later.
But later I'm going to fire Ben, even though he doesn't work for me.
I'll fire him again.
And by firing, I'm what?
Oh, yes, on a lighter note, Robin Reed Rios said, how do I get coworkers to stop eating my lunch? I've even attempted writing my name on it.
Go out to lunch. Why don't you go out to lunch, sit by yourself, and think about it? These can't be real questions.
Why are you letting people roll over you and take your sack lunch with your name on it?
Right.
First of all, buy some kind of Tupperware. Something sad about a brown paper bag. I pack them for my children, but
It just sounds like things aren't going great for you anyway. So start fresh. Maybe a new city.
Okay, Lindsay Rinner just wrote in, how do you ask for a raise or to ask for equal wage?
Just fucking storm in there and be like, listen, motherfucker, you better give me my money, bitch. And then, yeah, that's all I do.
I would agree with that. Storm in hard, fast, just kind of ambush them.
Like knock the wind out of them.
Imply a lawsuit, but don't say anything specific.
Look up the word blitzkrieg. That's what you want to do. Go.
That's what I would do.
That's good. Okay. How how do you, Angelica Madrid wrote in, how do you not, yeah,
All right, Angelica. Madrid. That's not your real name.
Miss Madrid wants to know, how do you not participate in workplace gossip without seeming unsocial?
Just participate in it. Gossip is fun. I mean, that's what everybody does. It sits around and gossips. There's nothing wrong with gossiping. Just don't be mean about it. Don't plan to attack somebody, or do. I mean, physically, yeah.
Physically attack. That I'm for. I start most of the rumors. I like to start crazy rumors that have no basis in truth, and just see if I can break up marriages. I'm okay with that. Just tears. At the end of the day, I want to see tears.
There's nothing better when a group of people are leaving work and everybody's crying.
These questions are pretty strange. You're right. Lee Vadas said red turtleneck or cream turtleneck with a navy pantsuit.
Oh, what's the season? But great question.
How about a scoop neck?
I say go turtle.
I don't like turtlenecks. I'll wear a dickie.
I love a turtle. I do like a dickie.
I like a fake turtleneck. It looks like a turtleneck, but not one underneath.
I want it high, and I want it to just really lock in right around my jawline. And then, if you're a male, I say wear like a heavy piece of gold jewelry on the outside of it, because that's what the ladies want, or the men.
A thick choker.
Maybe an anchor on it.
Jordan Robert said, there's always that one person in the office that claims they're too cold. How do you kindly suggest for them to bring a coat next time they come to work?
Where do these people work? At Kinko's? First of all, if you worked with me, it would be too cold because it's 65 degrees here. 67 on a good day. Are you cold right now?
No, I'm not too cold. I'm like a polar bear. I want it cold.
I want it cold. I sleep with the temperature at the air conditioning on 63 degrees in my bedroom.
Yes, my kids sleeping sleeping bags under their quilts, and I'm not kidding. They have since they were infants, and I'm like, get used to it. Ben and I sleep like polar bears.
When you go on vacation, do you have to avoid? Do you like to go to hot places when you're going to be in the sun, or do you avoid that and go to cold, brisk places?
I don't go anywhere. I'm never in the sun.
Do you go? But when you go on vacation, will you go to the mountains?
It's so sad we rarely go on vacation. I'll go somewhere sunny, and then I sit in the shade like I'm bummed out, even though I'm not. I'm having a perfectly pleasant time.
I'm going to get you a gift certificate for the railway.
Ooh. My own car?
Yeah, you're going to get your own rail car. You, Ben, and your 2 kids, and you're going to go on a vacation.
Oh, God.
It's going to be the best thing that ever happened to you.
It probably is. And if you are always cold, bring a fucking sweater. Everyone in the office hates the person, so it's like, are you cold? Is anyone else cold? No one else is cold, but if you know you're always cold, take care of your own self. It really,
Yeah, no, that's your problem. Exactly, that's your problem. You should bring stuff to wrap your shit up in.
All right, we have time for one more question.
Great.
It's great. Cynthia Cohen she says, my boss contradicts himself. Any advice on handling an inconsistent and forgetful boss?
Tell him. Just tell everybody when they do something wrong. Just say, hey, fucking asshole, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You said the opposite thing. I do it all the time. People don't say that, but they look at me a little bit off, and I know, wow, I must have really backtracked right there.
Oh, girl. Look at that.
Do you have a response to that, Melissa?
Is this Cynthia? Is this who we're talking to? Cynthia Cohen?
Uh-huh.
Listen, Cindy, if I can call you that, if I can diminish you by shortening your name, I would point it out. I would point it out and then just start looking for a new job, really.
Yeah.
Seems like the best plan.
Send us an application. Sounds like you're my kind of girl.
Unless you're cold in the office.
And then to go, no.
No, sorry.
Okay, you guys, that was mind-blowing. Thank you for having us. Thank you for your questions. We hope we helped.